I would like to talk a little bit about, you kind of mentioned it a little, but feeling like depressed or anything like that. Would you be open to talking about kind of your feelings around content creation right now?
Yeah, I don't mind. As long as everyone's okay. Chat, do you
Do we have your
consent?
consent? Literally, do we have your consent?
Yeah, I try, like, sometimes I get in my feels a bit on Twitch and I feel bad about it. I mostly stay away from it because I don't want to.
That is so fair. Can I tell you that recently I learned that I need like 2 root canals and my insurance is on the fritz, and it's just like life really kicked my ass. But all of a sudden, so I crashed out, Reya. I crashed out live on stream for a whole hour. And for some reason, I was like, Taylor Swift in particular, out of nowhere, because I was like, how dare you drive your private jet everywhere? Like, it was a full-blown
Why'd you go for Swift?
Dude, I don't know. I was just angry. I was lashing out. I apologized at the end. I was like, I'm sorry, Taylor Swift. But I feel like it's kind of, I think a lot of content creators hold themselves to the standards of like smile for the camera, you know? But that's not always how we feel. So I think if chat can handle my hour-long crash out, they can handle a little bit of you being vulnerable if you so want to.
That's fine. I just don't want to bum anyone out.
Bum me out. Let's go.
I mean, what was there a specific thing you wanted to start with?
Yeah, like, I mean, just like, how are you feeling? You've had a lot happen for you in the past half a year. Hidden Gem, HoloLive, Reya Theater, viewership. How are you feeling?
Right now, I'm exhausted because I'm planning for this March thing, and it's very strange because you know, realistically in your head you'd say like, you know, this good thing is probably gonna happen, like, you know, I got invited to Off-Kai, that's a great thing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've had, like, generally I'd say a lot of good things have happened, like winning Hidden Gem, that's amazing, right? And yeah, I know that right now it's not like I'm in a pit and there's nothing to look forward to, and it's not like I have no opportunities. I have opportunities. I definitely have opportunities. But like, I think it's still hard to be in the moment before a potential upswing. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be successful. I don't know if the things I have planned are going to pan out for me. Like, there's a chance that I do all of this and nothing changes. And that's, I mean, it's not fine. I would be really depressed, but like, but like, it's a thing I accept because I understand like streaming is a space. But despite having these things to look forward to, right now things like suck. You know, they're not all awful to say that. Like, I think that's you know, like I do have viewers that regularly come to watch my stream. And, you know, people that like want to donate, and people that care a lot, and like people that are very invested in me, and like people that make art for me, and like these kinds of things are like those are the things that make me like get up and keep working, right?
And keep going, yeah.
But like, in terms of, I want this to be my job, and I don't want to have to keep going back to working Dota events, you know, and take me away from streaming, and I don't want to have to keep working for other people. I would rather only make stuff for my channel. And stuff like that. In terms of that, it's like my current streaming is just not sustainable. And it's like, when you're stuck in this thing where like your viewership, you know, after Hidden Gem happened, I was getting like 200 viewer average or something, and I was like, yippee! Yippee,
it's happening. The upward, yeah.
And then like, I knew that wouldn't last because it's like a quick burst and then whatever, but I didn't know where it would settle, and I think it settled for a little bit, 150, and I was like, that's fine, I'm happy with that. And like, in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, it's been like 100, and I'm just like, I'm going back to where I was, and I collab with other people, and like, you know, I'm getting 80 viewers the entire time, and I'm just like, this is so depressing. I was like, oh man. And it's hard to like, I don't know, like on Twitter maybe, this is very arbitrary, but it's the kind of thing where everything sort of stacks on itself. where like, you know, your tweets are going very ignored by people that you like, even if people that you respect and like follow you, they're never interacting with your tweets. And you're like, is it because, you know, they followed and then muted me? Is it because they just don't give a shit about what I'm posting?
Right.
Is it just because we're not friends and they feel like there's no reason to like, you know, interact or anything?
Actually care. Right.
Yeah. It's like you're seeking the validation of people that you respect or who have made it so that you can feel like you also are like worthy or good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't ever get it.
Right.
And like again, I'm not saying this is like a certain, right? Because there are people that do interact, like, and I have had achievements and I do feel good about those. But like, it's just, I think it's like a general day-to-day thing, trying to push through this part where I'm working my ass off like so hard, and it's like I don't have the results right now, so it's just really, really hard to get through the misery.
Right.
I don't know.
I relate to everything you're saying. I think there's a few things that I want to talk about. I think the number one thing is that you are so incredibly like kind because you are like I am frustrated, but I love my community. I am upset, but people support me. You know what I mean? You're very much like, these are all the things that I'm feeling, but I also want to make sure that other people are feeling okay and know that I appreciate them. You know what I mean? So like, first of all, I just want to say that I think you're very kind and considerate, and that's very sweet of you. But also, you are so valid to feel all these things. Even if you think that you are like still achieving stuff and still feel grateful, you're also allowed to be like stressed and frustrated, because when you see something like that, metrics go up, and you're like, oh, I have to hold on to this. I have to hold on to this, because if I don't, that's like a fail. And then like you see it to go 150 and you're like, okay, I still gained like 50 people. You go to 100, you go to 80. You're like, oh my God, I'm going to fail. Like I'm going to have to drop out of VTuber school, you know? No. I think we all feel that way, where it's like, if we aren't constantly improving in terms of metrics or numbers, we're stagnant. And if we're stagnant, eventually we will have to end whatever we love doing, right? And we love VTubing. Like, I can tell you're so passionate. I can tell that you love this job, streaming. So I think when you have so much like value in that, those frustrations are going to come no matter where you're at, right? And like, the acceptance rationally is there, but that doesn't mean your emotions aren't going to be like, you know? So I think for you, like, giving yourself grace is like so important. And also just being like, I'm glad that you have this big project and you're about to like embark on it. I hope it goes like amazingly for you. And I think everyone should like write down like March 10th. Everyone should just like slowly take on a notepad and put it on your monitor and be like, Reya, March 10th.